Welcome to A Connection is a Connection, the show where we take a break from business talk and dive into the personal side of things. Today we're sitting down with Elijah to uncover the stories, quirks, and passion that may make them tick. Let's have some fun and get to know them like never before. First, give a warm welcome to our guest, Elijah.
What's up? Excited. I mean, this is definitely a break from work where I'm at today. Paradise for sure.
We're here to keep it light and fun, so let's jump into some questions. Before we get started, can you please give us a brief introduction about yourself?
About me. No one likes talking about themselves, right? Yeah, everyone calls me Eli. And, about me, I'm a father, husband. So I have 3 kids, 18, 16, and 10. Wife of 18 years, together for 22, and I'm only 42. So I've been around for a long time. Can't wait for the kids to get out of the house. And but ultimately just a fun dad, enjoying the soccer life, enjoying whatever, being active and having fun every single time I can. So
Awesome. Well, we're so excited to have you. So let's hop into some questions.
All right,
Eli. You ready?
Okay. I guess so. Fire away.
Here we go. What's the worst haircut or hairstyle you've ever had?
Worst haircut or hairstyle? I have to go back to the early 2000s, and I probably every 16, 17-year-old had the blonde tips, the little spikiness and blonde tips. That was one and done. Never did that before ever. But I was a huge Eminem fan, so I had to get the blonde in there, make that happen.
Okay.
So I love that. Got a hairstyle question in there from a hairstyler. So.
Of course, that was going to happen.
It had to.
Okay. Next question.
Uh-huh.
What's one moment in your life that you thought would be a disaster and ended up being amazing?
I wonder if my wife will watch this.
She probably will.
Yeah, I know. Probably one of the scariest moments is finding out that being a dad at 22, 23 years old. We were together. My wife and I were together 4 years at the time, so it wasn't like, oh my gosh, the one night stand knocked up movie.
Yeah.
But so we're together, we lived together, but having a kid, it was like, oh my gosh, am I ready for this? Is this really happening?
Yeah.
And but yeah, it turned us around a little bit and focused me and made me just highly focused, making sure, and love being a dad. That's like one of my favorite things. I still remember to this day what that felt like. So that unconditional love with my first kid, my daughter, was unreal. I didn't really have that feeling before. So that disaster truly turned into something where I now felt like true love.
Oh, absolutely. There's no
and
greater
she's a
love.
true gift.
Yes, exactly. So, yeah, not too bad.
All right. What's the most shocking thing someone has ever said to you?
A shocking thing? Yeah. Golly. Most shocking thing was I was working and I had a territory. And so I was walking into businesses. The shocking thing, I come in, I go, hi, I'm Eli with the company's name. I won't say it just because of the term. He straight up goes, fuck you. And I'm like, wait, what? And so he goes, I don't like that company. I don't care who you are, what you're doing. Get out of my store.
Oh
right?
My God.
And I was like, hold on a second. And I didn't just leave. I didn't just crowd up and just get to my car. I was like, oh man, what happened? Like, I'm new to this. I've only done this for a couple months. Like, what did you wrong? And he started complaining started complaining and telling me the story, what happened. And I asked him a couple more things. And then at the end of it, he actually was like, sorry I was rude to you, man. You didn't deserve that. And I was like, that's pretty cool. So, but yeah, I mean, that's probably pretty, most shocking I had in that world.
Cow.
Yeah. I didn't know this guy, did no idea. I just started a new job. Yeah. Got a big FU at walking in that place.
Yeah. I guess you never know what people are going through at that time.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
And if they had a bad experience before you never know.
You never know.
But you can't treat everyone like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is true.
It's so true.
I had a shocking moment. I'm out with friends. I'm at a sushi restaurant. They're still here today. There's nothing crazy. But we're sitting at a table right before the bathrooms, right? So the bar's over here, the bathroom's next to us, and I'm like that at the end of that L. So then people come in and out and right next to me. this one guy straight up, like, kind of stumbles, puts his hand on the table, and just throws up right next to me.
Oh
And so it's splashed right here. It's a huge busy area because the bathrooms, the bar, the restaurant, and a few servers were doing this, like slipping on it. And I'm like, you guys got to get a sign in here. It splashed up and hit my jacket on my thing.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah. So a little shocking moment. I'll give you a little bonus tip there. And the restaurant, they're like, oh, we'll comp your appetizers and take care of your sweater or take care of your jacket and with the dry cleaning bill and just we'll reimburse you. I was like, that's it? Are you crazy?
Give us a free dinner.
I had one server with a beer, and they went, what? And it spilled right there next to it as well. It was wild. It was a wild one. Yeah. Pretty fun
insane.
stuff.
That's a story.
That's a story, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun shocking times.
Yeah.
All right. Who has had the biggest influence in your life, and how did it change you?
Ultimately, the biggest influence is my wife. So she actually is a go-getter. She, like, having the kids, she would be up and running. She had C-sections, all three of them. She'd be up and running, doing her thing. But she has such a mentality in business. And I learned a lot alongside her as we kept growing, as we grew up together, 18, 19 years old, and then now in our 40s. And so she definitely, knows what she wants to go get, has goals, and never really experienced that from anybody else. So that was a huge game changer for me and made me grow up for sure. Plenty of conversations.
That's so sweet.
And that would be kind of tagged into a place where we found Jesus and God. I did men's ministry and just took it to another level.
That's
so that was
awesome.
another influence, I guess, in my life to
Yeah.
kind of grow. But the person would be my wife for sure.
You know what? And that's what
awesome.
it's all about. Like, more people should have,
People
their-
to push each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Should
totally.
definitely
It's
be
been a
more
lot of
that.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
It
Such a
really
sweet
is.
story.
Thank you.
Okay. What's the strangest thing you've ever eaten, and would you eat it again?
Yeah, that's a good one. I always tell people like when I was younger, I ate cow tongue, la lengua.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, cow tongue, yeah, lengua.
Tacos.
Yeah, and I had it actually like almost like a steak on the plate. So it wasn't.
No.
Yeah, because it was a Colombian restaurant in New York. I grew up in New York, and so it was it was also like the steak, and I was eating it, and my dad's like, that's cow tongue. And I was like, what? And it just tastes like a regular flattened. It was breaded and fried,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I guess
Tastes
that's
like chicken.
yeah,
That's what
exactly.
everyone says.
It was like
tastes
chicken fried steak. So I guess that's something I ate that kind of thought about. Yeah, would I eat again? Yeah, I would. Not a problem.
Have you eaten them in tacos though?
I don't think so. I've had cabeza,
You got to try it though.
but I haven't lengua yet.
Yeah, you got to try it. They're like my favorite. They
I got you guys cringing
my
right there. You were
favorite.
cringing a little bit. You don't know about that one.
I'm gonna make you eat them.
Oh my
Ah.
God.
Yeah, totally.
On the YouTube channel.
I'm not even gonna tell you.
Yeah, just recorder. Just recorder.
Oh my God.
All right. So there's one question that we ask every single one of our guests.
Okay.
What are you doing for God?
Say that again.
What are you doing for God?
For God.
Mhm.
It's today I am actually introducing a not priest, an individual, I'll say it that way. He is doing a church plant in Tucson, Arizona at the University of Arizona. And so he actually has to raise money to support himself and support the church. So he doesn't get this salary, he doesn't get hourly pay from the church or anything. He actually has to raise money. So I'm actually introducing him to my network left and right to see if there's a possibility for someone to be a monthly giver and tithe with him personally so that he can grow that church. A lot of people know out here with Survivor Week in the ASU and the different colleges around the nation, but he's actually planning that in Tucson, University of Arizona. So for God,
Incredible.
that's what I'm hoping to do is help get the word and get him going. So financially, he's good. This is his full-time gig, and hopefully he can continue and then of course help the church grow down there for students in the university because you need God.
You do.
You do.
Wow.
You really do.
That's incredible. We'll hop into some more questions.
All right.
Some more fun ones. What's the most rebellious thing you did as a teenager that you never admitted until now?
You know, being rebellious, I always feel like, oh, did you do something bad, like beat up people or something like that? But I kind of grew up with a father that allowed me to drink. I had good friends. We always went out and did things. But ultimately, what I did on my own is I would hit up raves, hit up dances all by myself. I didn't need anybody. People, of course, doing the drugs or doing the things, but look, I wasn't really that rebellious, so I didn't really do a lot of that stuff. So I would dance though and do the raving and the glow sticks, and people were just tripping over themselves and things like that. But it was just a good time.
And did you
so-
make friends while you were there?
Oh,
though?
absolutely, yeah. It was crazy is I would actually hit up one rave, and then the next rave would come up, and I'd go there, and we'll recognize each other.
That's awesome.
And then like before you know it, you just have a clan, and you're going around and around or doing whatever.
Would you travel to different ones?
No, just stayed in Denver. Luckily in Denver, they actually had a lot of DJs that just kept coming in town all the time. Tall Ball, Carl Cox, Bad Boy Bill. It was
Crazy.
really
I don't
fun.
even know
Tiesto.
those
What do you do?
Yeah,
Just-
Tiesto.
Just
You
dancing?
dance.
That's
It's-
it?
Just dance, enjoy the
it's
beat, enjoy the
crazy.
music. People doing crazy drugs.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it's for a
Drinking,
certain
maybe.
type of person.
yeah. Especially the multi-day ones. Those weren't.
Yeah.
I usually did the one like big single night ones. So.
I did the 2-day ones.
Yeah.
It was rough. It was rough. If you had to get a tattoo right now, what would it be and why?
What would it be and why? You know, my wife's been begging me to get a tattoo matching with her the whole like forever because I don't have
Really?
one.
Oh
I don't have
my
one tattoo.
gosh.
I had my ears pierced. That was bad, both ears. That was as rebellious as I got. And then my wife's like, "You're going to put my name on you." I was like, "I don't know if I'm doing that. I don't know about that." But if I got a tattoo, if I did one today and I had to, it would be the phrase "tag your it." Believe it or not, probably
Tag
with
your
our
it?
anniversary date. Yeah, tag your it. You're like, what is that? Do you remember before smartphones? I'm gonna date myself here. You had a cell phone and you actually had T9.
Yep.
You had to type everything.
Yeah.
Well, they actually also had presets made inside there, but that you could select, and one of them was tag your it because it was like phone tag. But my wife and I used it as like thinking of you throughout the day, and it was almost like an "I love you."
That's so cute.
So we always, and now we even to this day we say tag your it. So I think I would probably tattoo tag your it with like a good calligraphy, and then probably anniversary date.
That would look
That's
so
awesome.
cool. You should do it. Now you
I
have
know.
to.
Dang it.
You
She's
told
going to
the
be
whole
begging me
world.
hardcore now.
Yeah, exactly.
In my sleep, she's going to be like, ha ha ha.
She'll draw it on you.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Oh my goodness. Have you ever been caught doing something you definitely shouldn't have been doing?
Shouldn't have been doing. Caught that I shouldn't have been doing. Like I said, I wasn't rebellious. I always had fun. Something I caught I shouldn't be doing. My goodness gracious. This one was a tough one when I read this question. I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
um,
Even as a kid, maybe.
Yeah.
Or...
oh, that's true, huh? I'm
Yeah.
all thinking like grown-up stuff. No, we don't need to do that.
No.
No, I'm trying to think like caught what I was doing.
I mean, we've
Goodness
all done
gracious.
something
I'm
as
like
a kid.
totally
Yeah.
stumped on this one.
You don't remember anything as a kid?
I got, well, okay. Again, back in my day, I was, report cards were never on your cell phones. They actually came to the mail.
Yeah.
And so when I was in 10th, 11th grade, like I was a pretty good A student till 8th grade, a little bit 9th. But then I got a job and I just like didn't care about school really. And so I would actually take out the report card so my parents wouldn't see my grades and get me in trouble. But then of course I got caught, right? Because the teacher would send a note or maybe a phone call and be like, "Hey, do you know this is happening?" And then my dad would get home from work and just beat my ass. And be like
Oh my
so mad. He's like, "What are you
gosh.
doing taking the mail out? Like, just be honest." And so got caught doing that for sure.
And were they super pissed?
Oh yeah, big mad, so mad. My dad was all about like because we were played a lot of sports, my sister and I, and student athlete, right? Student athlete, you're a student first. That whole shindig.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it was always the books because they had to make sure we were doing well. My parents worked a lot, and so I came home. I would leave after my parents left for work and come home before my parents come home for work. So you really had a lot of autonomy. I was really by myself a lot with my sisters, and so yeah. So he needed to make sure that we were doing the right thing.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah, and rely on that for sure. Schooling, but yeah, I was spanked as a kid. I don't know. That's like people like don't realize like
Oh,
that
yeah.
was a thing
That
that.
was a
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. So
used to be allowed.
yeah, exactly. It's funny. We were talking about that the other day. Like I don't know why. Yesterday we were talking about being spanked as kids.
Oh my god.
All my in-laws, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law.
Yeah, it's a new thing. It's not allowed.
Yeah, right.
It's
I
not
don't know.
allowed.
The rod of correction.
Yeah, exactly.
It's terrible.
What story do your friends still give you crap about?
Stories. So there's a handful of times, I count with both my hands, I guess, that I would black out drunk. And so apparently there's one house party. Thank God it was at a house and not somewhere in public. Apparently I like swung, I was talking smack to a group of guys, and I was trying to talk to this girl, and then I actually hit her because I was going to hit one of the guys, but I hit her instead. And then they really jumped me. And then my friends had to save me out of that. It was, yeah, that was, my friends always want to talk about like how I always got my mouth in trouble when I got a little tipsy. And so, they won't let me down on that for sure. And then dancing, like just the way I dance. It's just funny. They're like
did you
just
dance?
hay energy.
Show
I was
us.
just a high energy guy. I was a high energy guy, and they're like, you just come up, hey, what's going on? I'm Eli. And and they're like, what's wrong with this guy?
That's awesome though. You're yourself.
I guess so, yeah.
Can you give us
Being
an
authentic.
example of how you dance?
No.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
No, there's no music here. What are you, crazy?
We'll play some
We'll
music.
play some music. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I used to break dance and rave and glow
You
stick.
break dance?
Yeah.
Do you
It's
think
a
you
head
can do it?
spin. No, I'm a dad bod now. The weight transfers differently. The weight trans. No. It's so slow and clunky now.
Okay,
So-
maybe next
Yeah.
time.
Maybe next time, yeah. We'll have to tag a video of me dancing next
Yeah,
to this.
we'll get it from your wife. It's
Oh
fine.
yeah, no problem.
We'll find her.
Yeah.
If someone dared you to sing right now, would you do it?
Dare me to sing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do it.
All right,
Do
sing
it.
for us.
What do you want to sing?
Sing
Whatever
your
you
favorite
want.
song for us.
Sing our
song,
favorite
any
song?
song.
Yeah, any song.
I'll rap. I'll do old school rap.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's hear it.
Okay. I say hip hop, a hip it to the hip, a hip hip, a hoppy, you don't stop, a rocket to the bang bang boogie, say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm gonna rap it to the beat. And me, my friends, I lost my chain of thought. This guy's all looking at me over here. He's all like, "What is happening?" I don't know.
Awesome.
No, it was terrible, but that's all right.
No,
I
we're
appreciate
gonna
your
recreate
positivity.
it. Like recreate the music video.
Yeah.
You can recreate the music
Music,
video.
yeah, let's do it.
You got it.
I'm hit the dip, the ladies pimp. That's fun.
Awesome. That was amazing. Well, thank you so much.
Oh,
That's
this
the
is
end
great.
of our questions.
Thank you so
Eli,
much. Yes.
thank you for your stories. It has been a pleasure to have you as a guest. Can you give us a small commercial of your
Okay.
business and how can people connect with you?
Absolutely. You can definitely connect with me again, Eli. Everyone knows me as Eli the Lone Guy on Instagram. And that's a great way to connect with me, see the videos, see content on there to educate you about home financing. I'm a mortgage loan officer. I love assisting people building wealth with real estate and so excited to share any element that can help you build wealth in real estate. So I'm your guy, Eli the Lone Guy.
Awesome. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you. And stay tuned for the next interview.